For the players on this team. Tamara Holder is with me. She's a criminal defense attorney. Jason Friedman is a former prosecutor. So, now we've seen the mother and the father. It's just an excruciating tragedy. And I think everybody agrees that this is a tragic event that happened here, of course. Now you've got the teammates sitting up there, and they've been told, they shouldn't talk anywhere outside of this courtroom. They don't want to, affect this case in any way. And you can bet that it's very hard for them. Some of them probably on both sides of the fence here, whether the coach had any culpability or whether this was just another practice. But the thing that we're learning for sure, Tamara, is that that they were, denied water, that they were told that this kid just said, that he was told that if he gave up, he was a coward. And the earlier soundbite, and I just want to mention that before we get further here, is that the player was asked, what were you told that day? And he said that we were going to run until somebody quit. And he said, was that typical? What did that mean to you? And the player said it meant that we were going to have a harder workout than usual. Is that useful to the prosecution here?
Sure, because it wasn't the ordinary pattern and practice of the coach and the coaching style. But we are now talking about raising this to a criminal case, not a civil case, not civilly negligent, but criminal. And it's going to be very hard because there was no autopsy performed in this case. So if the state's attorney is going to bring forward a criminal charge, you better be sure that you can prove to the jury that this boy died, and you have an autopsy to prove it as a result of the defendant's criminal conduct, which they don't have.
This is going to make it's very difficult to prove this to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt that this boy would not have died had this coach not pushed him so hard.
Correct, and this is going to create such a chilling effect for all of these coaches across the country, because coaches push their players hard, and how do they know how hard they're going to push them? They don't. This coach didn't know if this young boy had any criminal history or medical history that was going to affect his coaching. And so now all of the coaches across the country should be scared. If somebody dies on my clock, am I going to be criminally liable for his death? That is very, very scary precedent.
One thing that it's raising, just the process of going through this exercise is raising these questions.